Okay, so I have been promising this for a while and have not gotten to it. We are going to do, as best as I can from my phone via a live feed, a quick how to use Zoom tutorial. And hopefully it will answer some questions and make it easier for people who are trying to get on there. I'm going to turn my light on here. Okay, so, and this is going to be two-part. The first is how to do it from a host perspective, and so that you can kind of see what I'm doing on my end, and then and just the basics. I'm not going to get into like splitting into rooms and all that kind of good stuff because I've never done that before. Maybe someday. But the second will be how to use it from your side, and that might have to be still pictures. We'll see. You know, like how to log on to a Zoom call, how to participate in a Zoom call, that sort of thing, and all the chat box stuff and all that. Okay, so here is, I'm going to show you live screen from, I'm going to live stream my computer screen so that you can see what I'm doing here. So it turns around, and I'm not even going to show you my messy desk. It even has, like, there's even like shoes on my desk, little kitty shoes. Okay, so this is my, this is zoom.us, okay, and I'm already logged into my account. So if you are deciding that you're going to try to host a meeting for your group, you're going to go right up here. You can see my thing up here to host a meeting. I usually do with video on. So we're going to click that, and it's going to bring this up. And it's going to ask if I want to allow zoom.us to open an app or a page or something like that. I might hit allow. And it's going to automatically bring up this whole thing. And you can see up here, this shows that it's using my computer webcam. So hello everybody, you can see me seeing you seeing me. Okay, on live chat. So this is so surreal. Anyhow, and now you can see my messy bedroom behind me. Well, kind of messy. We're in progress of going to get Boy Scouts. So so this is what I see. So when I send you all out, so when I send you guys an invite, when you see that long thing, what you're going to see is this. I'm going to copy the invitation, and it's automatically copied. And then I go over to my Facebook page, and this is pretty much what I paste is right here, right? You're invited to a Zoom meeting. Oh, you don't see that. There we go. You're invited to a Zoom meeting, blah, 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 and it gives you all the details. Okay, so that's how we've set up a meeting. And then back here, back to Zoom, people start to check in. Okay, so as people start to check in, this big picture of me, all this, becomes a smaller picture as people check in, and I can see them. Okay, and I'm not going to be able to show you that without having somebody on here with me. So we're not going to worry about that. But there's a couple of things that you can use within Zoom. First of all, I can mute myself over here on the bottom left. Way down here, the bottom left corner, I can mute myself. I can turn off or on my video screen. So we can turn it off, we can turn it on. Okay, I'm gonna mute this so I don't get like weird feedback. Okay, now here's where we can invite, manage participants, share screen. So if I wanna share my screen with you all, and show you all of this from the screen, which I'm not going to do because I'm already doing live. I was going to do it that way, but I wanted to be able to show you, from before I had Zoom on what this looks like. Okay, and then here we have a chat box option, and if I click on that, it's going to open this thing over here where people can type in. And you can type messages. I'm going to point this out because this took me a while. Okay, you can see here it says to everyone. You can change that, and since I don't have anybody else on here, it won't let me. But you can change that. Like if there's a bunch of people on here and you hit 2 and you hit where it says everyone, it'll give you a drop-down box with all the different participant names, so you can private chat them while you're in the call. And that's whether you're on your side as a Zoom participant or my side as a host, okay? And so you need to remember to change that back or forth if you want to talk to one person versus like five, one specific person versus like everybody. And then here's where you can record it. And when I hit record, it gives me the option to record on the cloud or directly onto my computer. Okay. And now you can see my lips really big. So this is how it looks from a host perspective. And actually, when I'm a participant, a lot of this is the same. So if I'm a participant, what I'm going to see is I'm going to see my host box somewhere in here where whoever's hosting, and I'm still going to see though things like I'm going to see the chat option. I'm not going to see, well, I'll see the record option, but what it tells me is to ask the host to give permission to record. The same thing, I'm not going to see manage participants if I'm if I'm participating in a Zoom call. That's something only the host sees. Invite is something only the host sees, and chat is still there. Okay. And like I said, doing this from the user perspective, from the other side, how do you use it from an attendee of a Zoom event? I might have to do in, I'm gonna have to find some other way to show you guys that, because I can't live stream and be on my computer and be on my phone as a Zoom participant all at the same time. There's a lot of dynamics there. So, but when I'm done with the meeting, I can end the meeting for everybody. If I want to record, I'm going to hit record. It's going to offer me on this computer or on the cloud. We'll start recording just so you can see. And it says you're muted, no audio will be recorded, and it gives me the option to unmute myself, which I'm not going to do right now because I don't want that whole feedback issue. Okay, so meeting audio may not be fully recorded. But so this is like just how we can record. If I want to screen share, I can hit this. So Kelly and Cresta, you guys are just joining in. So I'm just kind of showing how this works at the moment from a host perspective and a little bit of the features. This is if I want to screen share, right? So if I want to screen share, there's desktop one, whiteboard. So I can do a whiteboard. I can do an iPhone or iPad, calculators, all kinds of things that I can show from a screen share position. So this though is mainly how to use Zoom from a host perspective, and I just wanted to show that because a lot of people are like, well, I don't know how to use Zoom. Okay, so it's really, really super simple, and I'm live streaming it with my phone so that you could see it before I logged on to host the call or to host the Zoom meeting. Okay, now if you have the free option, then I'm going to go ahead and turn this back around so you're not looking at this weird me looking at you, looking at me thing. Let's see. There we go. Oh, hi. Okay, and that way I can turn off the Zoom recording here. So if you have the free Zoom account and you're not paying anything per month, you can have 30 minutes for free, and it will record it to your computer, and then you can upload that recording to your Facebook page or whatever. And if you are paying a monthly fee, there's like a basic one that's like $15 a month, and then there's higher levels. You can go longer than that. And you can, I think it's 40 minutes actually, but you can go longer, you can go several hours, you can have up to a certain number of people on your calls. I have the $15 a month option at this point because we needed a little bit longer times than what we were getting for some of the things that I'm doing with my team now, classes or whatever. So, but Zoom can be a really good way to connect with people on a larger scale face-to-face. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this live video off, and I'm going to try, and no, I don't have a weird beard, I have a 6-year-old. I'm going to try to find a way to show you from a participant's perspective next of how it looks to be, to not be the host, but to be a participant within Zoom. So you can try that out as well. So give me a minute to finish this and get it loading, and then I'll start the other.